coming. Oh my god, that's goosebumps. Here we go. Oh, Dimple! My career path. I'm only. So, hello everyone. Of course, time for freaking Mob Psycho trailer 3. Oh my god, I'm excited about it. So you saw, of course, yesterday I had some tweets, right? You saw some tweets. I was like, what? They finally called me this team. I saw that. Today they're gonna show the first teaser trailer, right? The trailer of Mob Psycho 3. Which I think is even better than One Punch Man, right? And you know I like One Punch Man, but man, Mob Psycho is even better. It is one of my favorite animes of all time, right? And I think one thing with Mob Psycho did so well, I said in the last video we did too, right, about the first announcement of Season 3, is that Mob Psycho, Season 1 is really good, but Season 2 is just, it's like, you're like, oh my god, it's like a 20 out of 10 anime, right? And it just goes so much better too, yeah, like you don't... I guess there's the reverse of One Punch Man, where Season 2 is weaker, right? But really, like Season 2 is one of the best anime I've ever seen in my life. You know, I cried immediately, right? At the first episode, you know, when, you know, it's like, the paper thing, oh god. I almost get goosebumps thinking about the scene, of course, she ripped up her novel, and Mob is like, I'm an Esper, I can fix it for you. You know, they're fixing it together. It's just the best thing ever, and of course... later on when it's like, I know who you are, Master Reigan, you're a good guy, yeah. And there are other good scenes too, but those two scenes especially, right? The one when he helps her in the one, and then of course when he's like, I know I can trust you, you're my best friend, you're a nice person, yeah, it's so good, right? Anyway, links below for those reaction videos, one of course, you know, one of my favorite animes ever. Whew, I'm getting like all over the place. So, we're gonna watch the trailer, right? We're gonna watch from the beginning, and yeah, I am really excited. This is probably gonna be, arguably be the best anime this year, right? And I think that it's coming out, I think the last and fall, right, this year. So it's gonna come the last, unfortunately. But that's kind of expected, I guess. But anyway, let's go. Let's go. This is back to, well, career? Mob is like career? Oh yeah, he's gonna be, because we saw it in the OVA and so on, in the training and so on. Yeah. So they have that. Well, she's sick. People are coming. Oh my god, that's goosebumps. Here we go. Oh, Dimple! Yes, my career path. Oh my god, can you finally date her? Can you finally get a girlfriend? See, she had a lot of screen time here. You know, screen time. Oh my gosh, you know, screen timer, yeah. Oof. Okay, so there's an issue with everyone worshipping as a tree something. I mean, I'm Miami only, so... Oh my god, there's so much happening. That person too. Oh, massive dimple. Oh my god, I'm getting so much... God damn it. I'm getting the I'm getting the goddamn goosebumps. First of all, it's about career choice, right? And this is the surprise of second, the Mob, right? He's like, well, I'm gonna think about my job. He doesn't surprise me at all. Of course, Mob is like, I never thought about that. So, you know, we thought the best at planning out for, how to say, normalcy, right? So it's gonna be exciting to see him. I guess we see him talking to Reigen and so on, right? I guess he's gonna go around like talking to his brother and, you know, trying to, you know, oh, what should I do, right? And I bet everyone's gonna tell him different advices, and it's gonna be probably more confused in the beginning. Well, Serizawa, of course, if you've seen the OVA, right, it's stuck in the train thing, he has a lot of screen time. That's how it goes. Serizawa, he sees the ending, right, of Season 2, he has repented, right, he's the guy, he's his hair and so on now, right, but he's the guy, he's a very powerful guy, right, but he clearly got some issues, right, so after they defeated him, he was like, oh no, I was wrong, right? I should be a good guy. And if you watch the OVA, he kind of introduced that, right? And he kind of start working with him and so on. So I guess it's gonna be, or I guess, I mean, it's obviously gonna be a recurring character as he knows worse with Reigen, right? And Mob and so on. But that's already in OVA. So, but I think, I say it here again, I don't know if everyone's seen the OVA, right? Usually it's one of those things, right, where people watch the animes and then they never seen the OVAs. I think it's very common for a lot of anime. It's like anime fans in general. They watch Season 1 or 2 whatever out of an anime, and then they miss out on the OVA, because the OVAs are usually released with like a manga, or maybe it's like a promotion for a game, whatever, right? So people kind of miss out on the OVAs because maybe they're released like 3 years later, you know, 1 year later, kind of it's random, right? Which feels very random with the seasons. So yeah, if you didn't know there's a train OVA, I was trying to spoil it, right? Because I think people have seen that, and then he's gonna be, of course, the first time you kind of see him in part of the agency. So check out the OVA in Serizawa and so on, it's kind of higher, they kind of work in and so on. But yeah, it's a cool like a winter OVA. They go into the hot springs kind of thing right there. I'm trying to spoil it, but it's kind of like, you know, people are like, you know, that mob guy, who's our guy who made a big broccoli tree. Yeah, they're all like, you don't see guys. I wonder what this is about. This is good, man. I like her character. It's always like, it's always something, and it's always something. Yeah, this looks interesting. She's of course just always gonna be like, oh, I got a new plan, mob. It's gonna make so much money. It's like, I can't wait, man. I can't wait. I see her like, oh yeah, this is gonna be good, man. She's just like, oh, this is gonna be awesome. Because I worship mob as a god, right? And she's probably behind it. You know, she's like, I got this great scheme. I mean, plan, mob, to make some, you know, money without doing something else. So they clearly gonna worship mob or something, right? They're gonna have some kind of cult following or something. Oh, I can't wait, man. Mob is like, what's my career? And he's like, he's clearly a cult leader, not on purpose, but he got a cult going on. Will Mob finally get a girlfriend though? That seems more important to me. Like, you know, he has the whole career path, obviously earlier. He's like, he has a cult now and so on. But the big question, right, is, yeah, will he finally get a girl, right? You know, he's had that one goal since episode 1, basically, and you know, it's always pretty she likes him, right? But I'm hoping that maybe now finally we get into 3 here. I'm almost that guy, right? I don't mind the main character not getting laid episode 1, right? Come on, these guys. But I think a lot of animes, right, have the issue where it feels like, okay, they're almost dating this girl or boy or whatever, and then it goes like season 10, and you're like, okay, but now it's too much, man. You can't go on forever this. Then find another girl, move on already, yeah, or do it, you know. So maybe season 3 now. Because 1, of course, he writes a little different, right, than most authors write in Japan, right? So maybe it's like, okay, now it's time to, like, you know, seal the deal there. Maybe, hopefully so. Because now I feel like we get into that time where if it goes on another like 20 episodes again. That being said, though, Mob isn't focusing too much on romance, right? We have an episode, we have the marathons, and we have an episode every now and then, right? When, you know, she's the focus. So in that sense, I think it's fine, though, because it's not a romance anime, right? Or it's a part romance part, right? So it isn't like the main focus, but clearly she's like kind of the main goal, right? And I think it's interesting because they clearly have this underlying team that has to pick a career for a kind of occupation, right? And maybe there's gonna be a mixture of like, oh, how can I get a job where she would like me, or maybe I should focus on getting, you know, a romantic relationship instead of having a job or whatever. So maybe that's something he can like. I could see it being like a pondering, you know, thing there where Mob is like trying to maybe, you know, do those things at the same time, or picking what should I prioritize or whatever. So it could be interesting, like a reflection in a Mob, right? Like, what's more important, you know, having the right job, having the right girlfriend, having a wife, or all stuff. It could be going here. Maybe I'm just dreaming up stuff like that, but who knows, right? This is adorable. It's weird, but I guess people are gonna get like transformed because, you know, the big broccoli thing or something. Yeah, maybe, or what was it? What is the thing? Or maybe this big broccoli, the Mob is, you know, maybe it creates new humans, something. Well, I mean, not humans, but like plant people or something. Yeah, I don't know what's happening here, but okay, sure. The tree thing slashes a spider. This looks like a spider, right? Maybe the big bad is a spider. It looks like a spider a lot. We had this career path thing earlier with the spread thing, and the tree also is like a tree, right? The broccoli thing, but it's like a spider, so maybe that's a web thing. Yeah, I'm just like throwing out the Miami only, but this feels like the broccoli tree thing and the path thing again, but also because it has 8 eyes, it looks like a spider, right? So maybe that's the main thing. There's like an evil spider esper or something, but it's probably like a spider, maybe like in a mental way that it connects people, like a mental web, right? Like Men of Web or something. Like it connects a lot of people in like some kind of psychic web or something. That's what I'm throwing out there. Like I'm just anime only, but psychic web. That makes kind of sense though, doesn't it? Like you have a lot of psychic people, espers, and they all connect their powers, and then one guy is very powerful because he has all the other espers to him, right? They're making all the power coming to him in a constellation, so he's absorbing everyone's powers, or like channeling everyone's power into one gigantic esper. That feels redundant in the anime, but still. Because I mean, they're killing off the 5 people, right? Yeah. We don't really see who they're fighting now. You see the good guys throwing out attacks, unless they're fighting each other, but I'm guessing they're fighting other people, right? Because it's kind of like we see the good espers they're doing, like, okay, here's my attack, here's my wave attack, right? But they're clearly fighting someone, and I'm thinking the spider thing here represents like the cult, like, you know, combining their powers into one super esper or something. I'm going on that theory now. Yeah, there's like a spider web of espers, right? Spider esper network thing. I'm like, I seen it. I'm right. I'm gonna be right, guys. Anyways, that's the reaction and reviews of the trailer video. I'm excited. Subscribe, guys. See the episode, and I'll see you guys. Wait, of course, when it comes out, right, in October, then, which is then, of course, the last season of the anime, right? So we have, I guess it's 1.5 season or more. Yeah, we have the whole summer season and half the spring season left, right? So that's about 3, 4.5, 5 months, I guess, something like that, right? Coming out there. And also, I'll leave the link below for some of my favorite reaction videos to some of the early episodes, for example, in episode 1 and 2, right? And of course, in Reigen is like, you're a good guy, and someone, which made me cry every time, right? It's so good. So anyway, so you guys have a great day.